That's really good. See how I get to talking instead of hitting? But because talk is cheap and a picture is worth 1,000 words. Opinions are the cheapest commodity on the face of the earth. Okay, but that's real. You can see that ball going up there. That's the picture. So I started with the driver back in April. I talked about how important it is to hit the fairway. The longer the better. So that's perfect. And then I went to the 3-wood. I'm using the same swing with every club. You got to have a really good lie to hit a 3-wood. You're trying to hit a 3-wood out of a tight lie or a divot or a long grass, not going to work. So good lie, same swing. And if your clubs match up, you get the same shot with one swing. So you have to have equipment that's properly fitted and built to tight tolerances. Hybrids, you can't, here's a divot. See, I can hit it out of this divot with a hybrid. Same swing. Same direction, low because it was sitting down in that hole. If I have a good lie, it'll come up higher. Same swing. That's not good. Same target, same swing. There's something wrong with that ball. Yeah. Every now and then we get a ball that doesn't work right. So it's the same relative direction, same. 3-iron. 3-iron's like the only way you can have your shots with one swing and all your shots going in the same direction with the same relative trajectory and curvature is to have a properly fitted set of clubs that are built to tight tolerances. 3-iron, just like the 3-wood, you got to have a really good lie. See, that's just pure as a driven snow. It just didn't go as far as the driver, 3-wood, or hybrid. So in golf, you use one swing, and you change clubs to go different distances. So if you're slicing your driver and hooking your irons, your goose is cooked. And then from the 4-iron on down, I talked about how most of these approach. That's an excellent question. Here's a ball position. So, because a driver has a long shaft and there's only 9.5 degrees on the face, you get to use a tee. And you play the ball opposite your left heel with your stance wider than your shoulders. Okay, so that allows you to use the tool the way it's designed to be used, which is to sweep the ball off the tee. If I didn't have a tee, I couldn't get the ball up in the air with this club. If I stood with a narrow stance like this, I would be hitting down on it too much. I'm standing further away because it's a longer shaft, which makes a flatter plane. So the more you flatten your plane out, the shallower the club's going to come in. So you don't take divots with your driver. If you had a telephone pole, you'd be standing 30 feet away. You'd have to swing it almost level to the ground to hit the ball. But that's ball position. Okay, now here's the 6-iron. So this is 46 inches long, and the 6-iron is 38 inches long. So now I bring my stance so it's even with my shoulders. and I play the ball halfway between my left heel and the middle of my stance. So that would be back here more. So now I'm more on top of the ball. If you go like this, you move your center of gravity this way. And if the ball's up there, you're going to sweep it off. So if I move it here, I can hit more down on the ball, which this club, because it has 30 degrees of loft on it, and it's 38 inches long, requires a more downward hit to make it go up. In golf, you hit down to make it go up. Here's the sand wedge, 35.5 inches long, stance narrower than the shoulders, ball played right between the feet. So that's ball position. And then if you start with it, if you just point your toes where you want the ball to end up, that's going to be pretty close to being good. But if you want to make a bigger turn and hit a draw, you'd use a draw stance, which would be to pull your right foot back. If you want to hit a fade, you would open your stance up a little bit, okay, which restricts your turn going back, gives you more upright swing, and allows you to hit down and across the ball more. But if you start, just keep it simple and keep everything square, you're going to be pretty good. But trying to hit a wedge with a wide stance or a driver with a narrow stance in the back doesn't work. What were you saying?
Tee height for like a driver.
Yeah, so you can see the height of the face. So you want to get half the ball above the top half of the club. Most people tee it too low. Yeah. And here's this is this club. You're hearing from the radar launch monitors that you hit up on your driver, okay? So there's only 3 ways to hit up on it. You can have your hands behind the club head and the club head coming up, which just won't work, for quality strikes. And it's a common swing error. It's called scooping. Or you can hit the ball just right and let the forward kick of the shaft make the club head come up, while your hands are still bottoming out, coming down slightly at the ball. Or you can hit the ball like this with your hands slightly ahead and then have your hands and the club rising up through the ball. And I think that's what they're referring to. So they're talking about a 1 to 2 degree hit up on your driver, all right? Which I am so totally against, it's not even funny. Because I spend most of my time trying, just like that lady last night, trying to hit down on the ball. And if you spend an hour hitting down on the ball and then try to hit up on your driver, you're just negating all that hard work you put into learning to hit down, okay? And then the more I thought about it, and then I also had some good debate with Matt Pesta, and he's the one that explained that part to me. That you can, without scooping, still have your hands and the club head rising through the ball, see? And that you could play golf with. But that's only a 1 to 2 degree upward hit. So now take a look at the backswing, all right? Even the longest backswingers. Here's John Daly and Jamie Sadlowski. Jamie Sadlowski won the Remax Long Drive Championship. He hits the ball over 400 yards. And he's 5'10", weighs 160 pounds. Go online, look at his swing. It's like this. So if I'm Jamie Sadlowski or John Daly, this is my downswing. Watch the club head. It's coming up, 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 now it's going down, 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 it's going down. And then the last 1 to 2 degrees is up. So that even with the longest backswingers, the majority of the downswing is down. So you can't cherry pick 1 little degree and then sell that to the golfing public because it's screwing up their games. And I'm not going to buy into it, Who's going to keep these guys honest? See? So now if you take a traditional backswing that's horizontal to the ground, see this? So now I go, it's going up, 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 down, 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 and maybe a little bit up at the end. So it's overwhelmingly down. And if you look at your hands, if your hands don't go past a vertical line, they're going down the whole time. Down, 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 and then maybe a little bit up. If I got a student, and I've had one this year, that would hit the ball like this, well, yeah, I'd tell him to hit up on it. But that's like one in a million. So it goes back to that one swing theory. My driver may be rising through impact 1 or 2 degrees. I'm certainly not trying to do that. I'm not thinking hit up on my driver and then turn around and hit up on my 6-iron. I got to hit down on my 6-iron. See the dirt fly?
Yeah.
See how similar the direction was in the trajectory? That's because the clubs match up. See, this is this club I won a bunch of tournaments with. I won't go into it. But I started using this club in 1997. So that's 16 years. So if I had to pay a premium for these clubs, but I won a lot of tournaments with them, and they match up. You cost average that out over 16 years, they're cheap.
For the weekend golfers, they have custom fitted clubs.
If they have a functional swing. See, if you have a dysfunctional swing, meaning you can't keep the ball on the range, you got to fix your swing first. See, that's why only teaching pros fit Henry Griffith's clubs. And everybody else is saying, "Oh, we don't teach. We just fit. We let the teachers teach." They're lying to you, because you get into those launch monitor guys, and they'll say, "Well, you know, Mr. Smith, if you swung a little more into out, this club would work better for you." So they're teaching, even though they're not qualified to. See, because they're trying to sell you a set of clubs. So we always teach when we fit, because you want to get fit to a natural, comfortable swing that produces good ball flight. And so if you make the swing that your teaching pro suggests and get a good shot, guess what you're going to do the next swing? You're going to make the same swing because you got a good shot. Because it creates a positive reinforcement cycle. If you go take a lesson from a teaching pro and he tells you to make a swing change, you hit a poor shot for an hour hitting poor shots. The minute he leaves, you're going to go back to your old swing. So, as a teaching pro, when I started fitting with Henry Griffiths in 1995, man, did that make it easier. When I put a club in a golf, just like last night, this guy, he's ready, he's here. He's got his finger on the trigger, he's got the hammer cocked, but he's just too much of a wussy to pull the trigger. Okay. So, he's hooking. He's one of those 3 people that have hooking problems. So let's get your drivers fix the hooking problem. He's dropping way too much into out. So we fixed it. I taught him how to hit a fade. He's drilling that driver, and so he's overjoyed, okay? Which is what usually happens in most of my lessons, because I change their ball flight fast, because I'm a quick fix guy. Why am I a quick fix guy? Because I'm a tournament golfer. If I play the first 2 holes bad at the Northern Ohio Open, I'm going to try something else. I'm not going to ride that dead horse. Giddy up, come on. I'm not going to shoot 80 trying to prove a point. I'm going to try something different. And so, anyway. So now, because he hit the driver so good, let's fix your irons, because he's shanking his irons. Well, I see he's reading his shanking, because the same reason you hook your driver, you're too much into out. But he couldn't hit those irons worth a hoot. And he just bought them. And they're nice clubs. They're Titleist AP2s with Dynamic Gold R300 shafts, but they don't fit. I put the guy, screwed together some clubs over there, and he hit it so much better. Like his driver. Okay? He had some driver that, it was some knockoff driver, but he hit it good. Because it doesn't matter what the label says, what's the ball doing in the air. So, he asked me how much they were, and I said, well, if you're leading money on a winner on a tour, you're making like $3 million a year. Who cares? No, I told him the story I always tell. I use these for 16 years. So if I had to pay a premium for them, and I kept them for 16 years because I like them, it costs average out, so it's cheaper than buying a new set every year or year and a half or every 2 years, which is what the manufacturer